We're going to talk about grasp here for a minute. Let me see if I can pause this. Hold on. Okay, so next we're going to talk about grasp. So this is a foundational skill, and we're going to talk about pencil grasp specifically. So one of the things that we can do is lay this flat on a surface, and your student's going to pinch and then push it up into their web space. So to have a proper pencil grasp, this is called a quadruped grasp if you have 4 points of contact, or a tripod grasp if you have 3. So this is 4, and then the way I actually hold my pencil is 3 because my 2 are not touching the pencil, but the first 3 are touching the pencil. So this is your precision side of your hand, and this is the power side of your hand. So when we look at different grasps that the child has, the thumb wrap probably means that they need more precision in their grasp. If they're tucking their thumb, that's inefficient, and it means that they're using more of the power side of their hand. You can see some other samples here. Students that hold the pencil like this, they're using more of their shoulder muscle to do the grasp. And so some of the things you might want to work on with your student is fine motor skills that can help improve that. So we're going to talk about a bunch of those here in a minute. Okay, the next slide. Oh, I need to go back to presenting mode. Okay, so the next slide here is typical development for handwriting grasps. So a 10-month is a pincher grasp. So if your student can hold something, say, like this with 2 fingers, that's your pincer grasp. That's where they're picking up Cheerios. Then they start to do the Palmer supinate grasp, where they're holding with their whole palm a pencil. When they're 2 to 3 years, you're going to see that they're starting to point the hands down, the digital pronate. So they're pronating their hand. The quadrupod is 3 to 4 years. They should be starting to have that. A static tripod grasp is where they are holding their pencil in place, but their whole hand is moving. And the dynamic tripod grasp is where those little prehensile skills are kicking in. So we have the skilled side of the hand, which is the thumb, index, and middle finger for doing precision tasks, and the power side of the hand, which is the ring and pinky, which we're providing stability when they're writing. So they're going to put their hand down on the paper, and that's going to give them stability. So once the child has developed clear separation of the sides of the hand, then they're ready to hold a pencil. So one of the things that's important to know is, can the student isolate picking up and gripping? So one of the things maybe we would have them do is hold something in their hand, and then can they pick up Cheerios or their snack, and can they isolate the grasp from the pinch? So that's a way to be able to tell that. Okay, the palmar arch is what shapes the hand and allows us to grasp differently shaped objects. So when I grasp this object, I have an arch in my hand. When I roll dice, so if I were to roll a couple of dice, if I can hear them click, then that means I have an arch in my hand. If I'm holding the dice like this and holding them tight and there's no clicking, then that means that there's no arch in the hand. So the arch allows us to grasp things that are little and to grasp things that are big. So that's something that's important with development and with handwriting, is that you're going to have a palmar arch when you are writing with precision.